What if I told you you can profit on a coin flip, even when you lose the bet? Welcome to value betting, the simplest profitable strategy in sports gambling and the foundation of everything else in this series. Why does this episode matter? Because every winning bettor uses this idea in some form. Arbitrage is value betting against yourself. Sniping a soft line is value betting in a hurry. Bankroll management is value betting played safely. Pro bettors spend their entire careers chasing one number: edge. If you understand value betting, you understand the math behind every other strategy in this series. So we have to start here. This is the foundation. What is a value bet? Plain words first. The price you're offered is better than the true probability deserves. That's it. That's the whole game. Now the math. If something is 50% likely to happen, the fair price is 2.00, 2 even in decimal odds. We covered this in episode 1. If a book offers you 2.10 on the same outcome, you're getting better than fair. They're paying you more than the math says they should. The gap is your edge. In this case, about 5%. That 5%, that's your expected profit every time you make a bet at that price. Not your guaranteed profit, your expected profit on average over many bets. That distinction is going to matter a lot. But where does true probability come from? It's not from a textbook. It's not from a feeling. It's not from a TV pundit. It's not from your friend who hit a parlay. It comes from the sharpest book on the planet. Pinnacle, BetCRIS, Bookmaker. The books we covered in episode 2, the books that set the price the entire industry watches. Their odds, after stripping out the vig, are the closest thing the betting world has to truth. When Pinnacle says 52%, the market says 52%. That's your reference. That's the number you measure every other book against. Without a sharp reference, you can't tell whether your bet has edge. You're just guessing. You'd be a casual. A sharp reference is the foundation of every plus EV strategy. Without it, you have nothing. Let me show you a real example. Djokovic versus Alcaraz, US Open Final. 2 players on a court, no draw possible. The cleanest two-way market you can find. Pinnacle has Djokovic at 1.91. The implied probability there is 52.4%. Just 1 divided by 1.91. Almost an even money flip, but slightly favored. That's the sharp price, the true probability as the market sees it. Now you check DraftKings. DraftKings has Djokovic at 2.05. The implied probability at DraftKings is 48.8%. That's a softer price, easier to win. The book is paying out more than the sharp consensus says they should. Look at the gap. Pinnacle says 52.4%. DraftKings is pricing 48.8. The difference is 3.6%. That's your edge. Now what does that mean in dollars? A $100 bet with a 3.6% edge has an expected value of plus $3.60. That's the math. Per $100 wagered, you expect, on average, to walk away with $3.60 in profit. It looks small, I know. But run that same kind of bet across 1,000 bets. That's $3,600 of expected profit from doing nothing more than reading 2 prices. Run it across 10,000 bets, that's $36,000, still just from spotting the gap. Sharps make their living on edges this small, 2, 3, 4%. They just place a lot of them. Now here's the part that bothers everyone. You bet Djokovic, the match plays, Alcaraz wins. You're down $100. Was that a bad bet? No, it was the right bet at the wrong outcome. The math doesn't care about any single bet. If you placed the same plus EV bet 10,000 times, you'd win 52.4% of the time. You'd lose 47.6% of the time. That's almost a coin flip. You lose nearly half the bets you make. But on every single bet, on average, you earn $3.60. The line goes up. Eventually. This is the most important idea in betting. Internalize this, and you'll save yourself years of confusion. Win rate is a lie. Expected value is the truth. You can lose a bet and have made the right decision. You can win a bet and have made the wrong one. The bet is judged on the price you got compared to the true probability, not on the outcome. This is the same logic professional traders use, the same logic professional poker players use, the same logic insurance companies use to price every policy you've ever bought. You don't get judged on whether the coin came up heads. You get judged on whether you got paid more than fair when you bet on heads. So why does this actually work over time? It's the law of large numbers. In the short run, anything can happen. Variance is real. You can lose 10 in a row. You can win 20 in a row. Neither tells you anything about whether your strategy is good. The math only shows up over volume. Picture a line chart. Your bankroll over 1,000 bets. Early on, it wiggles. It dips. Sometimes it dips hard. You'll second-guess yourself. Most people quit at this point. They blame the strategy. They blame their luck. They go back to parlays. But every plus EV bet adds $3.60 to your true average. After 200 bets, the noise starts to fade. After 500 bets, the trend is clear. The line goes up. That's the only thing that matters. Okay, now the honest part. The strategy is simple. The execution is hard. Reason 1. Account limits. The soft books we talked about last episode, they ban winners, so every value bet you place brings you closer to the limit. Pace yourself. Don't slam 10 bets in a row at the same book. Spread your action across multiple books, multiple sports, multiple bet types. Reason 2. You need volume. A lot of it. A few bets a week won't compound. You need dozens, sometimes hundreds of bets to outrun variance and let the EV shine through. Reason 3. You need a constant feed of fresh edges. Soft books update their prices. The window closes, often in minutes, sometimes in seconds. If you find an edge by hand, by the time you log in and place the bet, the line might already be gone. The strategy is simple. That's why everyone learns it. The execution is hard. That's why most people quit. But if you stick with it, the math is on your side, and the math eventually wins. So how do you actually start? 4 steps. 1. Pick a sharp reference. Pinnacle is the gold standard. BetCRIS, Bookmaker, also great. Watch their prices live. 2. Watch the soft books. DraftKings, FanDuel, Bet365, BetMGM. Whatever's available where you are. 3. Find the spots where the soft book is offering more than the sharp implies. That's a value bet. 4. Bet only when the edge is bigger than your safety margin. 2% at minimum. 3 is safer. This buffer protects you from the small errors in your true probability estimate. That's it. That's the whole strategy. Find the price. Compare it to the truth. Bet only when the price is better. Value betting is the foundation. Arbitrage is value betting hedged. Sniping is value betting fast. Bankroll management is value betting safe. Everything else in this series traces back to the single idea. Find the price that's better than the truth. Bet it. Repeat. The math will do the rest. You can do all of this by hand, or use ClawArbs. The desktop app pulls the sharp lines, scans the soft books, and surfaces every value edge in real time. This is edge theory.